And welcome to the Sports Stable in Louisville, Colorado, where your Highland Hills 14AA will be playing Boulder 14AA. I know we're missing at least one. McKenna is out of town playing for the girls' team. Testing the mic. Okay, as we get ready for the puck drop, we got 16 minutes on the clock. And for those of you expecting the dulcet tones of Brian and the fiery commentary of Stephanie, I'll be filling in today. I'm Dan, I'm Sawyer's dad, who is not the goalie in net. Christian's starting today. Boulder has the puck after the face-off. Pass back to the blue line, misses, goes all the way back in their zone. Ezra breaking up the pass. Juventus along the near boards, takes a check, digs for the puck, and back and forth. Boulder brings it off the boards. Ezra with his steal coming into the offensive zone, and a shot over the net. Up the far boards. Pass back to Ezra. A shot deflected into the near corner. Tied up in the corner. Puck comes loose. Pushed behind their net. Boulder passes up the far boards. Another steal. Tommy brings it in the zone. Shot blocked into the corner. Centering pass intercepted and sent off the far boards. Tommy regains it, sends it through the crease or through the slot. Tipped out into the neutral zone. Boulder comes back, picks it up in our zone. Throws it through the crease. Gubatos grabs it. His pass blocked. Pass up for Ezra. Into the offensive zone. A shot and a stick save. Back up. Oh. Tommy with the rebound shot is stopped. Connor Bruce sent the shot wide. Loose puck goes in the far corner. Tommy tying it up. Oh, slap shot doesn't quite get to the net. Max picks it up. Turns around to the far corner. Keeps the puck along the boards. It's pushed off the puck. Boulders chips it to the blue line and out. Kellen turns it around at the blue line along the far boards, and it's chipped deep into our zone. Anthony coming back to play the puck. Passes up to Henrik and misses. Comes to Alex. He chips it to the blue line. Boulder with the steal. Regains the puck, throws it on goal, and a pad save by the goaltender. And along the boards where I can't see, puck comes loose behind their net. Sent back up the near boards. Tied up in the corner. Boulder comes out with the puck. Teague with the check behind the net. Max comes out with it. Centering pass and a shot blocked. Ran with the shot that was blocked by a Boulder player. Boulder with the steal, skating it out to neutral. Anthony picking it up, sending it. Oh, Boulder with the steal. And a shot, saved by Christian. He hangs on. 13:04 left in the first period, keeping it 0-0. Alex Reynolds taking the face-off. Another quick shot goes up the near boards. Kingston swiping at it. Comes off the boards. Kingston passes forward. Grayson and Kingston combined to get the puck out of their zone, back into our possession. And lost at center ice. Boulder comes into our zone, stick handles around one defender, and a shot, and another save by Christian. He hangs on to get the whistle. The face-off in the near dot. Alex taking the face-off again. Wins it over for Henrik, who chips it off the glass up the near boards. Boulder turns it around. Kingston sends it out of the zone. Watts pressuring. Kingston following in. Boulder sends it up the near boards. Connor Bruce fights for it. It comes out of the zone. Reynolds passes over for Henrik. Up for Watts, but it misses. Boulder regains the puck in their end. Tipped out to neutral. Tied up along the near boards. Puck comes out. Boulder passes down to the far boards. Through neutral. Into our zone. Kellen with the missed hit. And still a shot and a goal. Puck came loose. Came to the offensive player at the side of the net. Christian not able to get back in time. 11:40 left in the first period. Your Jags down 1-0. Tommy with Ezra and Gubitos to his right and left. Kellen and Connor back on defense. Boulder chips it towards our zone. Connor pushes it up for Ez. Ezra's pass misses. Makes a steal. Brings it into the offensive zone. Pass up to Tommy. His shot is sent wide. Pass back to Tommy. He drops it for Connor. And Boulder's able to chip the puck out of their zone. Kellen regains the puck, brings it into the offensive end. Pushed right. Passes back to Connor Bruce. Long shot, hit a skate. Boulder skates it out of their zone. Up the near boards. Dumps it in behind. Connor brings it off the boards. Hands it off to Kellen, who skates it to the blue line and dumps it in the offensive zone. Boulder tries to send it around the boards. Doesn't quite get enough stick on it. Loose in front. Boulder comes out with it, dumping it out to center ice. Tommy picks it up with our blue line. Long pass over to Ezra. Skates in, a shot, takes a hit. Shot goes just wide. Tommy tied up and tripped along the boards. No call. Still tied up in the skates, and now there's a whistle. And a discussion between the refs about where the face-off is going to be. What happens if the refs fight during a game? Kellen taking the face-off. And another whistle. Not sure what the discussion is, but it's fine. Everything's fine here. Teague on the face-off. Wins it over for Alex. Alex skates in the offensive zone, has it poke checked away. Just bouncing back and forth between teams. Boulder sends it into our zone, off the near boards. Henrik tying up the player along the boards. Puck comes back to the blue line. A long shot and a save by Christian. Loose in front. Sent off the far boards. Comes back to Henrik. He throws it up for Graham. Oh, man. Graham dumps it all the way down the ice. Will be icing with 9:37 left in the first period. Teague on the face-off. There's some pointing. Up, he's kicked out of the face-off. Max taking face-off. He wins the face-off, skating the puck out to neutral. Dumps it into the offensive zone. Boulder's able to chip the puck out of their zone, and they're calling it a hand pass. So we'll have a face-off in their zone. Or maybe just neutral. Alex taking the face-off. Sends it into the offensive zone. Boulder throws it off the far boards. Alex harassing the players. Kingston skates by the puck. Teague sends it up to Kingston. He skates in the offensive zone, steps around one player, and Boulder picks up the loose puck. Regroups in their end. Puck comes out to neutral. Connor sends it around the end boards. Teague throws it out off of Kellen. Boulder regains the puck along their blue line, drops it back, and Boulder skates out of their zone. Into our end. Puck comes loose to the slot. Teague pushes up for Kellen. Kingston pushes it out of our zone. Skates it into their end. Pass. Offsides. So we'll have another face-off just outside their zone with 8:13 left in the first. Tommy taking the face-off. And tied up. Comes out. Henrik picks it up. Pass up the far boards. Dubicos chasing into their zone. Gets hooked. Boulder skating through center into our zone. Henrik, Boulder with the puck behind our net. Connor slashes at it. Sent up the near boards. Bouncing. Boulder regains the puck. Dubicos pressuring. Puck comes bouncing to our blue line. Dubicos chips it back out to neutral. Boulder dumps it in. They're offsides. 7:30 left in the first. We'll have another face-off in the neutral zone. Tommy taking the face-off. He wins it back for Holden. Pass out to neutral. They're offsides, but I guess not. A shot blocked by Henrik, goes to the near corner. Thrown off the side of the net. Ezra picks it up in the face-off circle. Pass out to Anthony. Anthony keeps after it, and a long shot and a glove save by the goaltender. Keeps it 1-0 at 7:09 left in the first period. Okay. Off the face-off. Regain the puck in the far corner. Centering pass hit a skate. Brought off the boards. Another poke check. Kellen digging for it. Drifting to the far corner. Max picks it up. Turns around. Stick handles out to the side of the net. Stops. Sends it out front. Bouncing. And a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Graham put it what I thought was open net, and the goaltender grabbed it. Hung on for another face-off at 6:39 left in the first. Off the face-off. Oh no. Henrik tied up along the blue line. Puck comes loose. Pass across to Kellen. Kellen skates into the offensive zone, dumps it into the corner, takes a check. Boulder turns it around, throws it off the boards. Pass intercepted at center ice. Max with a high hit. Regains the puck, gets it into the offensive zone. Lost the handle. Kept in the zone. Dumped to the near corner. Max keeps the puck, gets it out in front, loose in the skates. Boulder regains it. Oh, and a goal! Boulder tried to send it to the corner. And I believe that's Teague with the goal.
27th rebound.
Like the 27th rebound, and Teague puts it in the net to tie it up at 1. 5:55 left in the first period. Alex on the faceoff. Henrik swipes at it, gets it back up to Alex. And a long shot from Teague. Rebound goes to the near corner. Boulder sends it around the boards. Alex digging for it. Boulder diving on it. And it's finally chipped out of their zone. Grayson tries to push it up the boards. It comes back to Grayson. His pass hit a skate. Here it comes to Alex, and he skates in the offensive zone. Throws it on goal, and a pad save by the goaltender. Rebound goes to the near corner, thrown around the inboards. Boulder passes up the far boards. There's a check. It's going to be called for roughing. Holden's going to go to the box, I believe. Lester's 2 minutes for roughing. 5:10 left in the first. Off the face-off, Henrik chips it along the boards. Boulder brings it off the boards. Tommy reaching, centering pass, hit Christian. Comes right to Tommy. He skates out to neutral. Dumps it in the offensive zone. Ezra pressuring. Ties up the player in the corner. Puck comes loose. Thrown in front. The goaltender sweeps it to the far boards. Boulder passes out to the blue line. Nice job, Tommy, breaking up the play. Boulder regains the puck. Nice poke check by Ezra. Boulder regains the puck, brings it into the, Henrik with a hit. It's going to be called a penalty. Boulder with the puck, tries to get it in front. Tied up. Henrik will go to the box for roughing. 1:09 left in Holden's penalty. Graham taking the face off. Jags have given themselves a pretty big challenge. 5-on-3 for a minute. Long shot blocked in front, bouncing just wide. Anthony sends it up the far boards. Boulder continuing to cycle the play. Lindner with a steal. Skating. Just eating time. Into the neutral zone. Into the offensive zone. Gets hooked. And the arm's in the air, so we're going to gain a player. Bouncing at the blue line. Continues to engage the Boulder players. They finally control it. And Graham is excited, drawing a penalty. He ate 20 seconds off the penalty. 3:49 left in the first period. Max kicked out of the face-off circle. We are 4-on-3 for 39 seconds. Alex tied up at the face-off. Boulder comes out with the puck. The net gets in the way. They regain the puck. Pass out to the blue line. Pass to our blue line. Max has it poke checked away. Alex with his steal sends it out to neutral. Boulder has to regroup in the neutral zone. 16 seconds left in the first penalty. Max with nice poke to the steal. He skates in the offensive zone, gets a hook. It's going to be called a shot from the knees. Goes wide and up the near boards, and yes, 3 seconds left in Holden's penalty. Another Boulder player is going to the box for hooking. This ref has a vendetta against hooking, so that's going to be called today. 3 seconds left in the Holden's first penalty, 54 seconds left in Henrik's penalty. Still 1-1, 3:13 left in the first period. Max on the face-off. Boulder controls the puck. Yeah, sure. We are 3-on-3 for another. Well, that penalty has expired, so now we are up 4-3 players-wise. Max's long pass to Kellen. He passes across to Ezra. He skates in the offensive zone. A shot hit escape goes to the far boards. Henrik brings it off the boards. Pass across to Kellen. A long shot blocked in front. And Boulder throws it not out of the zone. Kellen throws it back around the inboards. 17 seconds left in the second penalty. Anthony brings it off the far boards. As drop pass just goes to the inboards, center on the boards. Kellen keeping it in the zone. Pass across to somebody. Max picks it up as the second penalty expires. There are 5-on-3. Long pass to Connor Bruce, a long shot, tipped on goal, loose in front. Kellen's digging for it. And there's some extracurricular activities after the whistle. There's still 14 seconds in the first Boulder penalty, with 2:03 left in the first period. Off the face-off, and the goaltender sweeps it wide. Kingston sends it back to the blue line. Max keeps it in the zone. Pass over to Graham. Graham with a long shot and a save by the goaltender. 2 seconds left in the 5-on-3. 1:51 left in the first period. Off the face-off. Max picks it up, skating behind their net. One penalty has expired, so it's 5-on-4. Puck comes loose to the far corner. Kingston digging for it, gets taken down. Puck still loose, tied up. No one in possession. Graham comes out with it. Turns around, shot goes wide. Max picks up the rebound along the near boards. Steps around one, gets taken down by the second Boulder player. Puck loose in front, bouncing out to neutral. As Boulder's penalty expires, we're back to 5-on-5. Shot well wide of the net, comes to Max, skating up the far boards. We got odd numbered rush developing, and we dump it into the offensive zone. Kellen picks it up in the far corner. Tied up along the boards. Centering pass misses, comes out to the blue line. Connor plays it in neutral zone. Kingston passes back to Connor, has it poke checked away. Kellen swipes at it, gets it in the offensive zone. The Boulder controls. Brought back out to neutral, and it's dumped into our zone. It'll be icing with 25 seconds left in the first. Tommy taking the face off. Boulder sends it off the near boards. Comes out to neutral. Henrik swipes at it, keeps it out of our zone. 15 seconds left. Ezra with a nice poke check at the blue line. Boulder regains the puck. Skating out of center ice into our zone. A long shot goes wide and up the near boards. Last couple seconds run off, and we will end the first period tied at 1. Tommy on the face-off, 16 minutes on the clock, and chipped into our zone. Boulder racing in, picking it up in the near corner. Thrown in front, hit a skate. Rubitos picks it up, throws it out to neutral. And Tommy with his steal, skates in the offensive zone. And a shot in a pad save, bouncing in front. Oh, and Boulder picks it up, throws it out of the zone into ours. Kellen throws it off the glass back out to the neutral zone. Boulder regains the puck, skates it into our end. Tommy throws it out to the blue line, but not out. Digging for it at the blue line. Can't see through the glass. Landon comes out with it, skates in the offensive zone, drops it for Ezra, and a long shot just wide. Boulder throws it out from behind their own net. Anthony picks it up, keeps it in the offensive end. Thrown back to the near corner. Tommy pressuring. Comes around the end boards to Ezra. He lost the handle, and Boulder picks it up, throws it into our zone. Anthony picks it up behind their net. I'm sorry, behind our net. I know which way I'm facing. And there's a turnover in our zone. Boulder centering pass hit a skate. And a shot, Christian with the save. Another shot goes wide, thrown up the near boards. Boulder throws it back along the boards, and it comes out to neutral. And back and forth along the near boards. And that looked like it was offsides to me, but I guess not. Puck still tied up along the near boards. And centering pass comes out to the slot. Backhanded shot. Christian with the save. Another shot. Christian finally covers. That was at least 3 shots Christian had to contend with. Still 1-1. 13:58 left in the second. Off the face-off, the puck comes off the glass and out to neutral. Boulder passed near boards, lost an edge, and Henrik picks up the loose puck, throws it around behind our net. Kingston chips at it, gets it not quite out of the zone. Thrown in front, Alex picks it up, skates it out through center into the offensive end. Hands it off to Teague. Teague dumps it behind their net. And Alex getting hit against the boards. Boulder comes out with the puck. Kingston took the player off the puck, but the puck went to another Boulder player and into our zone. Henrik ties up, and the puck gets sent around the inboards. Kingston with a check along the far boards. The puck gets tied up along in their skates. Kingston chips it further up the boards. Boulder comes out with the puck, throws it off the inboards. And it finally comes out of our zone. Boulder regrouping in their zone. Alex with his steal in the neutral zone. Boulder with another steal comes into our end. Nice poke check. Passed out to Teague. He throws it down the ice. There's some shenanigans behind the play. And I guess it was offsides. Off the face-off. Max pushes it in the offensive zone. It comes back out for Teague. Max clears and dumped in behind their net. Center around the end boards. Boulder sends it back up the near boards. Max throws it on goal and a pad save by the goaltender. And he covers. .12:08 left in the second. Teague on the face-off. Graham with the steal. Boulder chips it out of their zone into ours. Walks in a shot and a blocker save by Christian. Loose in front. Another shot. Christian with another save covers. 11:50 left in the second period. Still 1-1. Tommy on the face-off. Boulder controls. Pass back to the blue line. Ezra blocks the pass, sent to the far corner. Pass back along the far boards, back to the corner. Puck comes loose. Tommy kicks it up to his stick. It's taken down. Loose puck comes to Henrik. He chips it out to neutral zone. Connor pressuring. I'm sorry, it's Gubitos pressuring. The puck ends up deep in their zone. Landed with a shot, blocked in front. Gets tied up along the end boards. And Boulder dumps it around the boards. Anthony chipping it back to the far corner. Boulder comes out of the corner with it. Skating through center into our zone. One in front. Shot. I don't know if he missed the puck or if it was blocked. They center around the end boards. Boulder brings it off the boards. Hit a skate centering pass. Christian with a great save. Another save. Tommy passes out for Connor. Connor's lost his stick. Boulder sends it to the blue line, and they're offsides. Regroup in the neutral zone. Pass up to the blue line. Nice poke check by Tommy as it sends it off the near boards. Henrik chips it off the glass up to Landon. And Boulder with a steal. Landon pressuring along their blue line. Nice poke check. Boulder brings it out of their zone, skating it into ours. Nice steal and a pass through center. Chasing in. Grayson gets it in the far corner, throws it in front. There's no one home. Kingston pressuring. Throwing up the near boards. Alex picks it up. Pass across for Ezra. Pass up to Kingston at the blue line. Not able to control. It's chipped along the near boards. Kellen with a check. We getting the puck at our blue line. Skating it is Ezra. Long shot goes wide. Comes to near boards. Kellen with his shot. Kingston. The reverse check. And another shot at the side of the net. Alex getting it on goal and then tying up with a couple of players. They're going to both get sent. 9:04 left in the second period. So, matching penalties, a DA penalty for both of them. So it'll be 5-on-5. Teague taking the face off. Boulder kicked out of the face off. And it comes to Henrik, and shot goes wide up the near boards. So sorry, that's Max. I saw one. Back and forth along the near boards. Max fighting for it. It's chipped out to neutral. Connor throws it back out to the neutral zone. Pass up for Kellen. He gets a check. Comes to Max. And there's a whistle. Kellen took a nasty shot. And Boulder players go into the box. I believe it'll be for tripping.
It's either a trip or a slip.
Yeah. It looked like a tripping. We'll call it that. Be 2 minutes. 5-on-4 for your Jags with 8:36 left in the second. Teague on the face-off. Wins it to Graham. Graham brings it off the boards. Pass across to Kingston. His pass tipped to the far corner. Max digging for it, brings it off the boards and the player, and then a shot and a glove save by the goaltender. An extra swipe from Max, but we'll have a face-off in their zone. Teague on the face-off again. Boulder controls. Thrown up the boards. Max, not able to control. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Boulder coming into our zone. A shot and a glove save by Christian. He hangs on. 1:30 left in the power play. Tommy on the face-off. Boulder controls a long shot. Another glove save by Christian. He hangs on. Off the face-off, Tommy plays it out of the far corner. Skating behind our net. 1:18 left in the power play. Pass misses. Boulder turns around in neutral, dumps it into our zone. Tommy chases it behind our net. Henrik picks it up, skating up the far boards. Sent back into neutral for Ezra. Lost the handle. And he pushes it back up for Henrik. Pass across for Bots, but doesn't quite connect. Ezra sends it back in too soon. It'll be offsides. 44 seconds left in the power play. Teague on the face-off again. Wins it back. Alex sends it into the offensive zone. Kingston skating to the top of the slot. It's tied up, comes back out. And a shot and a save by the goaltender. A nice shot by Kellen. Pass back to Henrik. A long pass over to Kellen. He walks it in, up the near boards. Pass it back to Graham. Pass across to Max, and a shot tipped. Oh, still goes wide. Kellen throws it on goal. Loose in front, comes back to Max. Steps around one player to the side of the net. Pass back to Graham, and a shot goes wide. Comes back to Kellen. He walks in, and a shot tipped over the net. Bouncing up the far boards for Max. Penalty has expired. Back to 5-on-5. Max is poke checked at the far boards, and Boulder lost the handle at the blue line. Max brings it back into the offensive zone, and it's bouncing to the side of that. Kingston with a shot and a save by the goaltender. Boulder chips it through neutral into our zone. Anthony picks it up, skating along the end boards. Lost an edge. Retains the puck, skating back behind our net. Oh, lost the handle again. Boulder sends it behind our net. Kingston with a check. Boulder comes out with the puck, drifting through the slot. Oh, Kellen not able to reach it. She gets it into the offensive zone. Max regains the puck. And a shot blocked in front. Boulder sends it to the blue line, but Max keeps it in the offensive zone. Puck comes out to Connor Bruce. He dumps it in too soon for offsides whistle. 5:22 left in the second. Tommy on the face-off. Pushed in the offensive zone, sent through the neutral zone. Connor pushes over to Ezra. His pass intercepted. Nice poke check by Ezra, though. Regaining the puck. Sent up to Landon. He dumps it in the offensive zone. Boulder throws it up the near boards. Brought out to neutral. Into our zone. Henrik pressuring. Nice poke check. Puck dribbles over to Christian. He grabs it for a face-off with 4:52 left in the second period. Still 1-1. Off the face-off, Boulder gains the puck. Long shot, pad saved by Christian. Right at the near post, jumped off the glass out to neutral. Henrik chips it along the far boards. Boulder picks it up in the far corner. Ezra with the steal along the far board, dumps it behind their net. Boulder picks it up, turns around in the near corner. Henrik picks it up, the loose puck, throws it on goal. And a save of the goaltender, and he covers before Ezra could get to it. Alex taking the face off. He throws it to the far corner. Kingston chases the puck and throws it in front. Oh, hit a skate nearly on goal. Alex picks up the loose puck, pass back to the blue line. Thrown around the end boards. Alex picks it up in the near corner. Tried to get out in front. Boulder with the steal. Skating out to neutral. Alex muscling the player off the puck. Unfortunately, another Boulder player picks it up, dumps it into our zone. Henrik takes a check into the corner. Sorry, that's Alex tied up with another player. Boulder regains the puck, throws it to the corner. Centering pass blocked, and then chipped out to neutral. Boulder regrouping. Trying to skate through center. Grayson breaking up the play. Alex feeling the puck just inside our zone and chipping it back out to neutral. Boulder dumps it in offside, so we'll have a face-off at center. Teague on the face-off, wins it to Max. Max skating into the offensive zone, steps around one player, gets bumped around. Puck goes to the end boards, off a skate, comes back to the corner. Chipped along the boards. Boulder passing out to neutral. Skating to the far boards, pushing it into our end. Graham breaking up the play. Tied up in the skates. Teague chips it out to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Shot hit his skate and goes to the near boards. Thrown out to Max. He gets it into the offensive zone. The backhanded shot was just wide. Boulder picks up the rebound, throws it out to neutral zone. And comes back to sent to the blue line, not in. Teague pressuring. Max. Anthony sends it out of our zone, ties up the player. Comes back to Anthony, and he dumps it into the offensive zone on goal. Goaltender dumps it to the side of the net. Boulder throws it up the far boards. Kellen picks it up in the neutral zone. Pass across to Connor. He's pushed off the puck. Holden digging for it, pushes it to Max. Max gets held. No call. Comes back to Bruce, and he throws it off the far boards for Max. He throws it forward. And Teague chasing the puck in. It's thrown down the ice. Should be icing with 1:31 left in the second period. Still 1-1 here in Boulder. Sorry. We're playing Boulder. We're in Louisville. Tommy taking the face off. Comes back, out to the blue line. Landon throws it back to the far corner. Ezra chasing behind their net. Boulder player had lost an edge. Turns around, throws it up the near boards. Kellen chips it back to the corner. Thrown around the end boards. Comes out, and Ezra with a nice poke check. Tommy playing from his backside, keeps it in the zone momentarily. Nice pass to Tommy. He skates in the offensive zone. Shot and a glove save by the goaltender. Tommy on the face-off. Puck goes to the far corner. Boulder comes out with it off a skate. Tommy fights for it, sends it around the end boards. Boulder throws it to the far corner. Chipped up the far boards. Pass blocked. Landon, great job blocking the pass. Boulder comes into our zone. Comes loose along the far boards, chipped out to neutral. Bouncing through center. Ezra picks it up. The shot on goal, and the goaltender covers. We keep it 1-1 with 17 seconds left in the second period. Good offensive pressure by your Jags in the second half of the second period. Alex on the face-off. Oh, they're booting Alex out of the face-off. Kingston stepping in. Wins it back for Holden. Throws it along the boards. And it's sent back out to neutral. 8 seconds left in the second period. Boulder comes into our zone. Henrik blocked the shot. That did not feel good. Tied up along the boards. It comes out as time expires on the second period. Still tied at 1. We'll go to the third. All tied up. Christian going back over to the bench. Alex on the face-off. Alex comes out with the puck. Gets tripped. No call. Boulder comes into our zone with the puck and a shot. Ooh. Christian with the save. Wraparound attempt. Loose. And there's a whistle. Extracurriculars not necessary. Sawyer voicing his opinion. Yeah. Why so serious? So 85 for Boulder. It's in the box for 2 minutes. Crowd wanted more. But we'll have we'll have a 2-minute power play with 15:43 left in the third period. Still tied at 1. Low battery. Off the face-off, comes back to Max. Throws it over the net, bounces up the far boards. We continue to hear BC boys. Off the far boards, pass across to Max, bounces off his stick. Tied up along the near boards, comes out for Kingston. His shot tipped over the net. Comes to Graham in the far corner. Brings it off the boards, long pass over to Max. Gets it on his stick and a long shot and a glove save by the goaltender. He hangs on. Minute 28 left in the third. Teague on the face-off, tied up with the Boulder player. Boulder comes out with the puck. Turns around in the near corner, comes out to the blue line. Max's long shot blocked. That did not feel good. Max keeping in the offensive zone. He gets taken down in the near corner. Teague, the check along the end boards. Oh, come on. They're going to call it a check in the back. Minute 4 left in the Boulder penalty. It'll be 4-on-4. Off the face-off. Connor chips it along the near boards. A long shot blocked in front. Another shot tipped. Henrik hit his skate. On goal, Christian had to be paying attention to cover the puck. We'll have another face-off in our zone. Off the face-off, Connor pushes it up through the blue line, out to neutral. Boulder comes back into our zone. Again, we're playing 4-on-4. A shot, and Christian with a pad save. Boulder throws it behind our net. Henrik picks it up, throws it down the ice. And Landon chasing it in the offensive zone. No ice? Oh, they did call icing. 29 seconds left in Boulder's penalty. 1:25 left in ours. Ezra on the face-off. Boulder controls, jumped along the far boards. Ezra with the steal. Drags it out of the far corner. Skating up the near boards. Steps around one player. Through neutral, into the offensive zone. Gets pushed off the puck. Grayson ties up the Boulder player. Boulder regains the puck. 5 seconds left in their penalty. Pass across neutral. And we are now on a penalty kill for 50 seconds. Alex keeping the puck out of our zone, sends it back to their blue line. Boulder cycling in the neutral zone. Brought into our zone. Alex ties up the player. Boulder with the puck along the far boards. Kellen ties him up. Passes up the near boards. Send in front, who redirect just wide. I don't know if Christian got a piece of that or not. Nice poke check by Holden. Holden's got Ezra in front. Skates it into the offensive zone and dumps it behind their net. Ezra picks it up. Boulder with the steal. Coming out of their zone. Nice poke check by Kellen, and Ezra sends it off the near boards. Our penalty has expired. Teague did get a 2 and a 10, so he's going to stay in the box. But we are back to 5-on-5. Bouncing into the slot and a shot. Christian with the stick save. Rebound goes to the near corner. Graham digs the puck out, throws it out for Alex, who skates out to neutral. Through center. Dumped around the inboards. Boulder picks it up in the near corner. Comes out to Max in the neutral zone. He passes up to Kingston. Kingston goes around one, gets a slight check into the offensive zone, but we're offsides. Something. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. On the face-off. Puck comes into the Boulder zone. Boulder passes out to neutral. Anthony with a poke check, sending it back in their zone. Comes off the near glass, back to Henrik. He throws it off the glass into the Boulder zone. Boulder turns it around, skating up the near boards. Throws it up to center, Max with the steal. Instead plays the body. Pass up to Alex, he skates in the offensive zone. Drops it for, shot and a save by the goaltender. Kingston with the shot. Puck comes back for Henrik. He throws it off the near glass into the offensive zone. Boulder throws it along the glass, kept in their zone. Anthony pressuring along the near boards. Boulder comes off the boards with the puck. Drifts across neutral and dumped into our end. Anthony picks it up behind our net, skating out. 10:59 left in the third period. Boulder with the puck again, passing across their blue line into our zone. Henrik chips it along the boards and gets sent back to the corner around behind our net. Somebody go get the puck, please. Centering pass and a shot blocked. Goes to the far corner. Sent behind our net. Anthony throws it behind our net again. Back to Tommy. Tommy passes up the far boards. Max chips it along the boards, skating into the offensive zone by himself. Round one. A shot. Saved by the goaltender. Boulder comes back out of their zone with the puck. Into ours, dumps it around the end boards. Regains the puck along behind the net. Connor chips it to the side of the net. Tommy digging for it. Gets it to Landon. Landon passes up for Kellen. Kellen skating through neutral zone into the offensive end. Has a poke checked. Sent back to Connor. Tommy. He throws it around behind the net. Centering pass blocked. Sent to the near boards. Landon ties up the player. And it comes out to neutral. Loose puck. Connor passes across for Alex, dumped into the near corner. Sorry, it was Kellen in front. Wraparound attempt. Tied up behind the net. Still tied up and taken down. Grayson sweeping for it, and it's pushed back in offsides. 9:13 left in the third. Boulder registering a complaint to the refs. It has been filed away where it seems appropriate. Graham picks up the puck after the faceoff, lost the handle at the blue line, pushes it to the near corner. Ezra coming in to help, throws it through the crease and bouncing up the far boards. Boulder picks it up. Boulder swings at it, pushes to the blue line, then thrown into our zone. Ezra trying to get it out of the zone, comes back to him, and he throws it behind our net. Henrik throws it around the end boards, and it bounces out. Not into the neutral zone. Henrik goes to the corner for it again. Kingston picks it up, it's Holden. Throws it out to neutral into their zone. Ezra pressuring with the steal along the far boards, throws it on goal, and goaltender sweeps it behind the net. Thrown in front, the shot goes wide. Kingston picks it up, skating behind their net, turns it around, sends it out in front. No. Shot on goal. The net came off, and we'll have a face-off in their zone with 8:07 left in the third. Tommy taking the face-off. Tied up in skates. Boulder comes out with it, chips it out to neutral. Kingston stick works into the offensive zone. Boulder, the poke check. Nice poke check by Kellen. Boulder regains the puck, skates into our zone. Max picks it up, skates out of our end into neutral. Puck comes loose. Anthony nearly had a path into the offensive zone. Boulder regains the puck, cycling out of their zone through neutral and dumping it into our end. 7:28 left in the third. Kellen picks it up, throws it off the glass. Tipped forward. Anthony and Kingston digging forward along the boards. Still tied up in skates. There it comes out. Tommy passes up for Kellen. He skates it into the offensive zone. Sidesteps a dip check. Thrown through the crease. Comes out to Max at the blue line. He swings around one player. Out of the corner for another, and thrown up into the netting off the goaltender's mask. 6:48 left in the third. On the face-off, puck goes to the near corner, tied up, thrown in front through the crease. Boulder comes off the far boards with the puck, skating into neutral, into our zone, lost the handle, regains the puck, and a long shot. Oh, saved by Christian. Thrown back out in front, comes to Landon. He passes up to Teague, skating through neutral. He throws it up for Connor. His pass intercepted. Alex throws it in front. Teague tried to get a shot off, has lost the puck. Boulder picks it up behind their own net, throws it off the near glass. Connor keeping it in the offensive zone. Alex tied up along the far boards. Puck comes out, and Boulder coming out of their zone with it into our end. Puck comes loose, and Landon picks it up. He takes a shot from mid-ice. Pass out to their blue line. Boulder skates in, way offsides. So we'll come out to the neutral zone for a face-off. Graham on the face-off. Boulder controls. Wu-Tang is forever. Kellen throws it off the glass. Boulder keeping it in our end. Digs it out of the corner. Nice poke check by Kellen. He skates it out of our zone into the offensive end. And a shot off the near post. Ties up the player. Max comes out with the puck. Passes back to Graham. Graham with a long shot and a blocker saved by the goaltender, bouncing behind the net. Connor throws it on net. Another shot. It's Ezra, not Connor. My bad. Has it tied up in the corner. Comes out with a puck, centering pass tipped. Boulder with the steal, skating it out of their zone. Holden with a nice poke check at the blue line. He chips it off the boards. Boulder keeps it in the zone. Max with a nice check. Picks up the loose puck, skating it into the offensive end. Tries to get a shot off. It's blocked. Brings the puck back out in front, and a shot and a save by the goaltender. Boulder with the puck behind their net, and it's thrown down the ice. 4:15 left in the third period, and it's icing. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Tommy on the face-off. Boulder controls. Thrown around the end boards. Tied up along the near boards. Kept in their zone. Boulder sends it out. Henrik picking up at our blue line. Throws it off the glass into their zone. Landon chasing it into their end. Boulder turns it around. Nice poke check by Anthony. Loose puck comes back to Henrik again. He jumps it into the offensive zone. Chipped off the end boards. Turn it around. Turn around in the near corner. Kept in their zone, and then Boulder regains the puck. Skating through neutral. Into our end. Kingston's going to be... Kingston's going to go to the box. I think they're sending both. Probably, I'm guessing, holding and roughing. Interference and a cross check. That's close enough. So it'll still be 5-on-5, 3:22 left in the third. Alex on the face-off. Boulder dumps it into our zone. Henrik picks it up off the end boards. Ooh, Boulder with the steal, throws it to the far boards. Mason fanned on it. Loose puck comes to Henrik. He throws it to the far boards. Boulder keeping it in our zone, dumping it behind our net. Max picking it up along the near boards. Skating into the initial zone, into their end. Steps around the defenseman into the offensive zone, gets taken down, and we're going to have a power play, and there's a whistle. Goaltender covered the puck, and we're going to go on a power play with 2:50 left in the third. Boulder's going to the box for tripping, and we've called our timeout. Alex on the face-off. Wins the face-off, sends it back for Graham. He passes up. He passes over to Max and a long shot. The blocker save. Puck comes back to Alex. He passes across to Max. Kept in the offensive zone. Looks in a shot blocked. Ooh, that did not feel good. Pass back to Max again. Pass across to Graham and a shot wide of the net up the near boards. Max keeping in. Another shot wide. Graham goes to the far boards. Kept it in. Comes back to Graham. He throws it back over to Max. He throws it in front. Good idea, but it wasn't able to put it in. Graham keeping in an offensive zone. Walking in. Pass across to Max. Thrown on goal and a pad save by the goaltender. And it's finally sent out of their zone all the way down the ice for icing with 1:47 left in the. They have to stop the clock. A good 6 seconds ran off the clock. There's now 1:41 left in the third. 51 seconds left in our power play. Clock operator is supposed to be an indifferent official. It's not happening. Pass across to Max. A long shot and a goal! Put it top shelf from the blue line. So with 1:33 left in the game, your Jags are up 2-1. Tommy on the face-off. All the controls. Nice poke check by Tommy. And again, I'm pretty sure they're offline. They throw it around behind our net. They've pulled their goaltender. They've got 6 skaters. And it's thrown off the far boards. Boulder picks it up in neutral. Ezra pressuring. Tied up along the near boards. And comes back to Connor. Boulder skates it to the side of our net. Kellen trying to send it around the boards. Boulder comes out with it. Brought out in front. Passing a long shot and a save by Christian. Another save by Christian. Kellen sends it around the far boards. Landon digging for it, gets it out to neutral. They throw it back in off sides. 42 seconds left in the game. Your Jags up by 1. Boulders use their timeout. .42 seconds. Boulder with the empty net. Alex on the face-off. Boulder controls. They bring it into our zone. A shot blocked by Kingston and sent down the ice. But it's going to be wide, and so it'll be icing at 32 seconds left on the clock. Brian observed they've corrected whatever was delaying stopping the clock earlier. I'm sure it was a technical issue. Tommy on the face-off. Tied up, still in the skates. Anthony digging for it. And Boulder comes out with it, throws it to the side of the net. Christian covers with 23 seconds left in the game. Alex on the face-off. Again, 23 seconds left. Boulder with 6 skaters, no goalie. Tied up, sent to the end boards. Henrik picks it up, ties it up along the boards. 17 seconds left, and just a pile of players. There's a whistle with 13 seconds. Why was there a whistle? The ref is sending the face-off in our zone. Of course he is. Alex taking the face-off again. 13 seconds left. He wins it to the near corner. Anthony ties it up. Kingston comes in to help out. It comes out. Oh, nice block by Henrik. Kingston pushes it towards the blue line, sends it down the ice, but it's hit. It's a skate. And time will expire on this game. Your Jags come out with a win against Boulder in Louisville. The final is 2-1. It's closer than I'd liked, but great game. So I have a handshake line. Our next game is, I don't remember what our next game is. It's soon. I assume it's next weekend. Until then, thanks everybody, and go Jags.